Hi, I'm Reverend Kenn Blanchard, and I'd like to just make a few comments about some of the stuff I've heard about the Tea Party and just the state of our government at the moment. You know, when I was a kid, my grandmother told me that she was proud of me and that one day I would talk to a whole bunch of people and she'd be real proud of me. I mean, that's just the basic part of it. And then my uncle kind of reinforced it and said, you know, one day you're going to be as great as Dr. Martin Luther King. Now, those are good words to tell a child because it inspires him or her to do better. And that's what it did for me. Looking back over time and the current state of America at the moment, I know right now I'm nowhere near Martin Luther King, but I did get a chance to talk to you, and that's what I want to do for right now. If you listen just for a second, our government right now is a little bloated, a little fat. We have career politicians, and that shouldn't be. We have forgotten that we don't serve ourselves, that it's an honor to serve other people. We have forgotten the we the people part of the Constitution. That's real simple stuff, actually. It's got to bring tie clips back. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. If you're not we the people, you are them, you are they who are always trying to take away, they who think that the government is for them and not for us, and us is the United States, it's us. This whole Tea Party movement, it's a movement, not a party. It was a part of the First Amendment. You remember that First Amendment? It's something pretty simple. It says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for the redress of grievances. What the Tea Party is doing is actually regressing or addressing the grievances of the people. Nothing unconstitutional about that, nothing wrong with that, and definitely nothing racist about that. Dr. Martin Luther King, in his Drum Major Instinct speech, made it clear that it's great to be a servant. And he also mentioned that sometimes people in that role as drum major, the guy out front, the woman out front, the person out front, forgets that they are serving the people behind them. And they make statements that are incendiary, that are inflammatory, that just like we have the free speech to say everything except for things like fire in a crowded restaurant, racism is an incendiary word. It inflames the passions, the fears, the anger and the hatred of America's past. Racism is real. But in 2011, you don't have to keep putting salt on a wound. Anybody who doesn't see it for what it is being fooled. Please be wary of our government politicians who go into houses of worship and incite violence, incite hatred, incite racism. And it's not wrong for a person not of color, a white person, a yellow person, a person who didn't march with Dr. Martin Luther King, to claim that they have been offended by the racist comments. Because if you're an American, you're we are the people. We are all different nationalities. King himself sought to help this nation become what it's supposed to be. He caught opposition for being against the war. He caught opposition for being against the fad and what was good for the times. There is a right and a wrong. Whether you be black, white, yellow, pink, green, whatever your sexual orientation, whatever it is that you claim, be we the people. If you serve in any capacity as a politician, if you serve in the government, if you serve in any way, whether it be in the pulpit or the houses of Congress, serve the people, all of the people, not just some of the people, not just your interests, but all of our interests. Racism is wrong. Racism from a black man is wrong. Racism from a white person is wrong. Doesn't matter who you are, racism is wrong. I don't believe that the Tea Party is racist. Yeah, I said it. They are a movement of people just like you and I, trying to make a difference in a two-party system that hasn't changed much since the inception of our country. Change will always be met with opposition. Don't get caught up in the hype. This is Reverend Kenn Blanchard, just trying to give you some sense to a nonsensical world. Common sense isn't as common as it used to be. Thanks.